All right, just heading out of the office here, wrapping up the day. Got to go run a couple errands before I go home. But yeah, it's been a good day. Super productive. I've been working in this new office now for, I think it's like the 4th day. And it's on my wife saying, like, I think I get more done in a few hours at this place than I do all week at my home office. So I might have to restructure my office environment. But anyway, it's been a good week. I've been making a lot of content lately and trying to produce more and more, right? Like, it's just full throttle, more. Right now we do 2 live shows every single week, Facebook Friday and our Ask Erik show on Monday. We produce a vlog every week. We create written content like blogs and other short text, things like that. I'm getting more into daily live content. So it's not like a show structure or anything. It's 2 to 10 minutes of me just talking to the camera like this, like I did earlier today. Probably have seen this scene before. But I'm just doing more of it, and I'm trying to get more comfortable with how I speak and the story that I tell and how I communicate with you guys and what I talk about, and just really getting to know my craft and my trade as much as possible. I think the thing that's so interesting to me is I talk to a lot of small business owners, right? Most agents, but anyway, small business owners, we'll just leave it at that. And I feel like when I tell them to create content, because that's my number one suggestion for all you guys, is create more content, their biggest reaction is like, oh, I don't have the time for that, and I'm busy, and I don't know what to say, and it takes a lot of effort, and I've done that before and it didn't work, right? And I think the thing that I think about with content creation is the opportunity that I have. Let me just paint a scenario here right now, okay? So I'm literally driving down the road on my way somewhere else. I've been doing my thing. Like, I have things to do, right? But the fact that I can look at the corner of my screen here while I'm talking to you guys and driving, and maybe I shouldn't be doing this right now because I know everyone's like, don't drive and text and call and all this stuff at the same time. But the fact that I can do this and I can create 4K video quality while driving in my car, speaking through this headset, and be able to create content that you guys are going to want to actually consume and digest, to me in this world is fascinating to me. Like, I remember when the cell phone first came out to the general public. Like, I'm that old. Yeah, I don't seem that old, but I am. My dad had a cell phone that his company bought him back in the early 80s. And I remember playing with this thing when he'd take me to work sometimes, or we'd go on road trips. And the thing was massive. Like, I got a backpack over here, and it was bigger than this backpack that I have like my whole laptop and everything in, right? It was huge. Like, the battery on it was like a car battery. I had a cable that you had to like be attached to this battery, and then you had this big old device like a phone, right? And it had an antenna, and I remember sticking the antenna up, and like all it could do was call. And I think his plan that they had was like, I don't know, $500-600 a month, and he had like 200 minutes. I remember we called my mom once when we were coming home from skiing, and he's like, hey Erik, call mom, let her know what we're doing, where we are. And I was like, all right, and so he's like, okay, call the number. I call my mom, dial the number, and I'm like, hey mom, we're heading home from skiing, we'll be home in 4 hours. And my dad's like, quick, get off, you're using all of our minutes. I'm like, you told me to call her. And it's just like, that was all you could do with a cell phone back in the day, call, no texting. I mean, I guess you could call like 511 to get information about like where something was. I actually remember doing that once too, because we were lost, we couldn't find what we were looking for. But just the resources that were available back to you 30 years ago, not that long ago, 30 years ago, right? 80s, we're talking about 80s. It's 2019 right now. And like, to communicate, I could, email wasn't around. I could write a letter. I could call people. And that was about it. I could maybe go like put an article in the newspaper if I really wanted to, but there wasn't a way to communicate massively like this. Like, not at all. I mean, this video could and probably will reach thousands of people. I was just looking at some of the stats of our other video, like our Facebook Friday video. I think we're like 270,000 views on that show right now. 270,000 views for zero cost to produce, right? Like, I have a camera that I already own. I have an internet connection, which I already have. And other than that, like, that's about it. And the fact that I can communicate with an audience exactly who I want to communicate with, small business owners, people on social media, that's what's so incredible to me, that I have these things at my fingertips. And so when people tell me I don't have enough time, or I don't know what to say, or it doesn't work, I don't know what else to tell them. Like, guys, it's just as easy as it gets. You literally just hold your phone up, talk about your business, tell the problems that you're solving, answer the biggest questions that you get in your business, bring value to people, and you're going to get results. Guys, you can't be too tired. If you don't know what to say, you obviously aren't that excited about your business, because, like, I think if somebody asked me anything about my business, I would go on and on and on and on and on for hours. Like, the worst place that you can ever be is sitting next to me on an airplane for 2 hours and say, hey, what do you do for work? If you don't want to know, like, don't answer that question. But, like, I love to talk about my business. I love to talk about what I do and how I help people and the success we've brought to so many people. It's so much fun for me. So if you're selling homes, or if you're helping people, I'm trying to think of how to describe chiropractic. If you're a chiropractor helping people, if you're a lawyer helping people, if you're helping people with their teeth and you're a dentist, if you're selling cars, like, talk about your business, talk about the problems that your product solves or your service solves, talk about how you do it different than anybody else. Talk about your life, talk about what's going on. All I'm saying is there's never been a better time to communicate with the world than right now. And tomorrow it'll be better than it is today. It's getting easier and easier, right? Like, again, the fact that I can be in my car, I can record this content. This isn't even live. Like, I was doing that earlier today. I was live. 20 people watched it at the moment that I saw, and built some new connections with people, share some information with you guys. This is going to be introduced into our vlog this week. A bunch of people are going to watch it. Like, it's just mass distribution, and it's incredible that I have that opportunity. So, I don't know. I guess I'm just too excited and too enthusiastic and too grateful for where we are to say, I'm too tired to do this, or I don't have enough time, or I can't figure it out. Oh, I hate that one too. YouTube's available, guys. How do I distribute my content on social media? Just YouTube that. Like, if you're running out of things to say, you're probably in the wrong business. That's all I have to say. So, guys, figure out what your message is. Figure out how you're going to communicate with your world, your environment, the people that know, like, and trust you, that want to follow you, that want to consume your content. Figure out where they are on social media, figure out how you're going to distribute that content to them, and then just do it day after day after day after day. And you'll see, it takes patience. It takes time. Like, I'm still in the beginning process of getting there, right? I think we just, like, today, I don't know, I took a screenshot earlier. We're at 398 followers on my Erik page. We're like 2,700 followers on my Orange Stack Facebook page. Got a couple hundred followers on Instagram. YouTube struggles. Like, it's just what it is. Like, that's okay. I know that we're in our infancy and we've got a long ways to go, and we're coming. But I'm super patient, and I'm just gonna keep going, head down, keep going. I'm not too tired for this game. If you are, figure out how to do something else, because this game's gonna eat you up and spit you out. So anyway, that's my rant this week. Just keep doing it, guys. Just hit record, keep producing content, and get it out there for the world to see. All right, subscribe if you haven't. Share this with someone who needs to see it. Hit that red bell down there. Get the notifications that I'm coming, guys. I love to distribute this content to you guys. Keep helping you, keep growing your business. I'll see you on the next one.